Hello and welcome back. This is the Crouching Aussie, and we're continuing our Stellaris playthrough with the Scylla's chosen children. Just having a look around the map between episodes, and I've noticed one good thing is this cluster of stars to our left, they're relatively isolated. If we can take this unknown system, or even better, this trinary unknown, we can secure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like this left flank, north or northwestern flank, I guess, which will set us up pretty nicely, and then we can slowly claim them with star bases at our leisure. So we'll just keep going on the fastest speed. Early game of Stellairs can be a bit slow at times.
A new colony has been founded.
Ah, yes, we've got our new colony now. And it's got one available job as a colonist, which just produces a bit of food. As soon as we have enough minerals, we're probably going to build a agriculture district there. But first, I think we're going to build a
We grow
district.
ever stronger.
Via the market screen, we can buy.
No, I've got a lot of energy credits at the moment. I'm just going to buy 100 minerals to start building this farming district.
Space charts updated.
Another anomaly. I want you to check that area out. It can be very useful to be aggressive in claiming choke points in this game. We're doing the Voltaeum precursor chain apparently. We've recovered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization on Baxam 1. They must have been active in this region of space approximately 12 million years ago, judging by the age of the artifacts. From what we have been able to piece together, our scientists theorize these aliens call themselves the Voltaeum Star Assembly. They were worm-like annelids, roughly 3 to 4 meters in length, communicated with each other primarily through vibrations carried along their segmented bodies. Interesting.
Ledger of situations amended.
So if we...
Our course is charted. Cast off all moorings and hard. A system has been charted.
Okay. Excellent. That's good. I want you to actually come back here and check out Scylla. So if we find all... however many artifacts it needs, if we find 6 artifacts, we will discover the Voltaeum home system, which will give us some benefits. Build another mining station. This is an interesting choke point system, mainly because you use no shields in the system because of the pulsar. So it can be interesting to force enemies to fight here, especially if they've gone heavy on shield tech. It's like, guess what? You have to fight this space station that has nothing but armor plating. Crystal Codex. The mineral cluster is a holographic record, multi-sided, many-edged, translucent, remains secure in the gift Mount Teef's tractor beam, but our experts will need some time to decode its contents. Special project.
There is new information in the situation log.
I should just do the special project now. 0G Laboratories is finished. Sure, let's do quantum theory. Get that physics research up. You never have too much physics research. I feel you're... well, I'm actually
Special project is finished.
But as I was about to say, I normally feel got ridiculous amounts of society research and no barely any physics and engineering. Crystal Codex. The holographic data documents the terms and conditions for a trilateral trade treaty between three major alien powers that once dominated this quadrant of the galaxy. Context eludes us and the details are meaningless, but Science Officer Big Morgan feels that this find will prove invaluable to improving our own ability to communicate with alien forces. He gains the statecraft expertise. Get some XP. Some society research for us as well. Yeah, not too bad. Not particularly great either.
We grow ever stronger.
I think we're going to just claim another oh, we don't have enough influence yet. So we've got 100 minerals. Do we just spend it on the 2? I think we do. Need to keep increasing that mineral count. Is the music not playing? It's a very quiet soundtrack. Let's pick another one. Images captured by log range. Oh, images capturing log range 3A's memorizing purple coloured rain taken by the ISS's surface exploration probes somehow found their ways into the hands of the cultural elite on the Great Reef. While the discovery is of no scientific value, the evocative imagery of the colourful precipitation sparks a minor renaissance in our art world, the positive effect of which shall be felt for years to come. Ah, inspired arts. Neat.
What have we here?
Level 4 anomaly. Oh, another ocean world up there. Keep adopting traditions.
We grow ever stronger.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this system, and we're actually going to buy another science vessel. We've discovered living metal deposits. Interesting. In the Stellairs system. Living metal's decent. It's one of the more advanced special resources. Like, you've got your 3 basic ones, which are needed a lot, and then these are your more specialized ones. It's not too bad to have. It gives you access to some self-regen tech and some better building tech by having it. Through hard work experience, the Dragon Speaker Armor Ray has developed new skills. Eye for talent. Oh, that's nice. What does he have actually? Reformer, monthly unity increase. Fertility Preacher, food and pop growth. And Eye for talent now. Leader cap and leader experience gain.
Our starbase is under attack!
Asteroid sighted. Deep space tracking arrays on Charybdis have made an alarming discovery. A large asteroid is headed towards the planet's surface on a direct collision course. Should it impact the surface, the consequences will be disastrous. The asteroid must be destroyed before it is too late.
Ledger of situations amended.
We're going to hire Admiral Silva Eduardo. Is that an A or U? I think it's an A. Because of the gale speed, help the fleet get here sooner. Very weak.
Space charts updated.
Hopefully it'll be enough. Meanwhile, science ships have discovered an alien spacecraft. A badly damaged military vessel bearing elaborate alien insignia circles the pulsar. The ship has suffered a heavy incendiary attack, which has melted the hull, leaving no survivors. No weapons known to us today could produce temperatures high enough to cause such an effect. Perhaps the logs can give us information. We can just leave, or we can...
Ledger of situations amended.
Which we will do after you finish surveying the rest of the system.
We grow ever stronger.
I want you to just stop build all the stations. Okay, they're coming in. Outpost is taking pot shots on.
A system has been charted.
Okay, are you not going to...
Intellectual booty.
There we go. It's just going to be a lot of shooting. As long as I kill it before it gets to the planet, I'll be fine. Administrative capacity is good.
Project done. Not so special now.
The Rubricator event train. Okay, we're going to do it. The Rubricator is this weird artifact which I think it just makes resources, I think. It is quite good, but the event chain can be frustrating. An analysis of the ship's logs reveals that the crew met its demise when trying to retrieve an irreplicable alien artifact called the Rubricator. It was stolen from their society by a pack of thieving rats. A curious choice of words, as they themselves are mostly rat-like in appearance. The logs are mainly comprised of curses willing the rat robbers to the end of the universe and beyond. The crew has counted upwards of 50 individual words for defecation, as well as a wide selection of places from which a star's light cannot escape. But their arduous work has paid off. We have uncovered the last known location of the Rubricator. Previously uncharted system, we are to believe its former owners, its powers are worth pursuing. We can just leave this alone, or we must have the Rubricator. May as well. Try to find it.
There is new information in the situation log.
Major lag spike.
What have we here?
Yep, research that anomaly. I don't think this system was there a moment ago. I think it was just a branch, right? A Y branch. Yeah, this is the... At the coordinates for the Rubricator's last known event, we have discovered a habitable planet with what we believe may be some form of settlement covering a large portion of the surface. Archaeologists are eager to excavate it in search of the Rubricator. So, I could try to excavate this as soon as possible. I need to bring it within my space in order to have an archaeologist work there. I'm not going to. It's no big rush, and I've learned that if you rush the Rubricator event chain and you get one of the negative outcomes, it can be very, very painful. It kind of sets you back. It's not a bad relic though. Life Electric. Science Officer Big Morgan reports that Condara 2 is covered from pole to pole with web-like network of electric filaments. These networks respond to external stimuli. The gift motifs experimented with sending a low voltage pulse to the surface, which resulted in a wave of illumination that rippled through the network like a circuit board. Even more remarkably, the webs rearranged themselves. A second low voltage pulse revealed that the filaments had been organized into a new pattern, centered around where the previous pulse had contacted the surface. Morgan concludes that this discovery confirms his long-held theory that life can exist as almost purely electrical impulses independent of cellular or viral structure. Fascinating. He gets a level up and +3 society research to this planet. Neat. How's the asteroid fight coming? Here we go. That's unfortunate. Due to a major clerical error, parts of Trapezus have fallen behind in infrastructure maintenance and accommodation services. The people live in rather bleak conditions and will not tolerate it for long. Remedying these problems will cost us time and effort. Adds just 2 district blockers to the planet. That's frustrating, but it's not a big deal. We've destroyed the asteroid and gained a bunch of minerals. Sorry for not reading the text. Yeah, we're just going to get a research lab here. Generator district there. And we're going to have you explore down here.
We grow ever stronger.
And we're going to excavate. Going to take this opportunity to backfill because I'm not really sure which direction I want to expand in at the moment. Especially might benefit from not expanding and staying under my Empire scroll cap for a little bit. The COS 23 crew have reported the presence of a decaying orbital station in this system, and multiple tomb worlds near the Miriac system. Whatever interstellar nation once inhabited the Mira system appears to have collapsed into ruin long ago. Silent Colony is a junkyard of a planet covered in irradiated, rustling remnants of demolished buildings, infrastructure and vehicles. No higher forms of life are recognizable. Might gain more insight into this lost civilization by surveying any similar planets in this and neighbouring systems. So we have a tomb world, and a tomb world. Something's happened. Doesn't look good. I've got a bunch of alloys, so what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade.
In the fleet manager, we
Gonna go into fleet manager. We're just gonna we're gonna reinforce up to 10. Cool. Hungry Dragon. First event about Scylla. Our researchers observing Scylla have reported loud creaking noises seemingly coming from its internal organs. It has also been circling around the Great Reef unusually often over the past few months, sometimes swooping right past the upper reaches of the atmosphere before pulling away again. Our working hypothesis is that the creature is hungry and wishes to land to feed as it has periodically done in the past. It's not clear why it hesitates. Perhaps it wishes to see how we react now that we have joined the stars. Don't have enough influence. I wanted to set aside some space for it, so I'm just going to let time run, and I'm hoping the event won't disappear. Because we don't want to shoot at it. We want to set a space aside for it. Yeah. So we're going to set aside some space in a secluded area for it. For her, I mean, the Great Mother of all species.
Space charts updated. A system has been charted.
Just backfill, I think. For now. The dragon has landed. Scylla appeared to realize our attentions, gracefully swooped down to rest in the area we had vacated. The large supply of food we left behind probably helped. Must be said, Scylla has laid into it with astounding veracity. Our researchers are watching from a distance. Add feeding dragon to the Great Reef. The following effects: plus 10 stability, 7 unity output. Keep 15 food. Okay, so I'm going to be running a food negative now. And the event taking flight happens in 15 to 16 years. Okay. It's going to be there for 15 to 16 years, just eating me out of house and home.
A system has been charted.
No, okay. Not a negative. I wonder why it's not a negative. I'm going to survey there, then up to there, then up to there. Oh, we found an abandoned gateway. In which system? This system. An ancient space station of some kind has been located at the edge of the Euron system. The strong residual subspace signature that surrounds the station indicates that it may be a gateway of sorts, part of a theoretical network of similar stations that at some point would have allowed near instantaneous travel between different parts of the galaxy. Assuming this is a gateway, its current state of disrepair has rendered it unusable. If if it could be restored into working order, its owner could potentially be able to access any other functional gateways in the galaxy, enabling travel across huge distances in a matter of days. But I don't think you could travel through hostile gateways. Just friendly or neutral ones. It's been a while since I played Stellaris. Oh, yeah, faith in science. Research upkeep done. So we get our first Ascension perk.
The Ascension Perks list shows the Ascension Perks that we can potentially unlock. Some Ascension Perks may have special requirements, like technologies, or having a certain number of already unlocked Ascension Perk slots.
So I'm just going to look at my achievement list. Yada 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 yada. Down here we have own 4 holy world. Okay, so this isn't a consecrated world. Just confirming. Might be interesting. Shared destiny, because I don't often play spiritualist empires. I tend to play more science-based empires. I will take technological ascendancy, I almost always do. The plus 10% research speed boost is nice. Also means we're more likely to get rare techs, and rare techs are always fun. Boom. And now we've got like 20%, 29%, 39%, 24%. But we get 10% from discovery and 10% from technological ascendancy, which means even when we have brand new scientists who aren't experts at their current field of research, they're getting at least a plus 20% speed boost. Research. Score. More tomb worlds, more tomb worlds. In the Shining Pearl Nebula though. I'm thinking another agricultural district.
We have found an anomaly. From time to time, our science ships will make these discoveries while surveying alien worlds. Anomalies can be researched.
Okay, we have an archaeological event pending. So this is on this world where they were like, oh, there are these canal-looking things. A group of large predators indigenous to the planet were recently discovered to have made their lair and the ruins being excavated. Before archaeologists could make the mistakes, the vicious animals were upon them. Our scientist was killed. Whoops. Luckily you can be replaced. That's good. We'll take the archaeologist and have him excavate. Leader screen, recruit. Is that Spark of Genius still there? Yep. Spark of Genius, nice. Have been doing the research. How's the new fleet looking? You know, I've been thinking about these ships. I still love the aquatic design ships. And I believe they're pointed this way at the moment. But looking at them this way makes me think of one of the Klingon bird of prey designs, the D7. Or the D7 battlecruiser from Star Trek, the original series. Actually, you know what? I'm taking a screen grab of this. It's probably going to be the name of this episode. F12. There we go. And bring the UI back. Unpause the game. That will help the game actually move along. Whoa. Oh, why is he trying to investigate the runner score? I don't want you to do that. Yeah, do it that way. Okay. Might have a really good hyperlane placement here on like them just sealing off a bunch of space for my own. The ruined capital. The cost 23's crew's initial suspicions the ruinous core appears to be the fallen capital. Yes. Of the spacefaring society whose former colonies are now but irradiated scrap heaps on inhospitable tomb mounds. From the data the team gathered, the downfall of this civilization was almost certainly the result of an interstellar war waged against some unknown external threat. It remains unclear whether the planet's owners repelled the invasion but succumbed to the post-war fallout of a pyrrhific victory. I believe that's how you pronounce that word. That means a victory that costs so much you may as well have lost anyway. Or if the invaders crushed these colonies and their inhabitants before moving on. So the way they're using the word here, they're emphasizing that it's like, oh yeah, they won their war and they fought them off, but all their worlds were destroyed anyway, so they may as well have lost. As the extreme state of ruin on the planet precludes the extraction of data from any remaining electronics, and neither capital nor its colonies possess any survivors. It seems we may never know for certain. 114.
The fleet has been refitted.
More. Tomb worlds are just blah for us. They're not that great. Later we can get text to.
A system has been charted.
Oh, Betharian fields. If only we could colonize them. Betharian fields are nice. But yeah, later we can get tech to breathe life back into them, but they're kind of useless to us at the moment. Gift Mount Tave's crew has succeeded in isolating a signal embedded within an unusual pattern of interference in the Dresset system. The signal is a song, a complex sonification of an advanced mathematical equation to be precise, and one that science officer Morgan cannot seem to get out of their head. Who or what may have composed this song remains unknown, though its complexity infers an incredible level of technological sophistication regarding subspace harmonics. The signal's geodiscs suggest a point of origin outside of our galaxy. Fascinating. Got our first factions. So factions help us gain
screen
influence.
gives an overview.
So these represent the different ideologies within our people. Currently we have a traditionalist faction and an imperialist faction. The traditionalists are supporters of the spiritualist ethos, and the imperialists are supporters of the militarist ethos. Governor Salanjane is the leader of the First Strike Legion. They represent 40% of our population, and we have 50% approval. Yeah. And so from that, because they're 50% approval, we get 0.4 influence every month. They have no issues, which is why they're 50% approval. Our current ruler, the Dragon Speaker Armor Ray, is the leader of the Alliance of Traditional Foundations. They currently have 65% approval because of our various issues. They represent 60% of our population, and their current approval gives us 0.78 influence. Their current issues are life organic. Allowing for the replacement of organic life with robotic workers will displease the Alliance. So they want me to ban robotic robots, which I've already done. The pious polity, having spiritualist values reflected in an empire. Okay, just be a spiritualist empire. Unhallowed ground. Setting foot on any tomb world, even for the purposes of terraforming, will upset the Alliance. Okay, psionic pursuit. They want us to adopt the mind over matter ascension perk, which I can't do for a while because, if I remember correctly, mind over matter has to be your third Well, you have to have at least 2 perks, so you can't accept it for a while. And homogeneity. Pious minds think alike. Having at least 25% of our pop be some form of spiritualist will make the Alliance happy. Nice. It's nice that they're happy. I'm happy that they're happy. Oh, we've got another dead end here.
Space charts updated.
So we can probably seal disarm off from other people as well. More 2 mods.
Space charts updated. Intellectual booty.
Intellectual booty. Oh, it's probably one of my favourite lines for this advisor. Yep, flat out research speed from admin AI.
Our lookouts have detected an anomaly.
Efforts to map the surface of the moon have identified a strange mountain range. Sure, check it out.
Intellectual booty.
Geothermal fracking. Carry ops. That's what I'm going to do. Mountain range. Ooh. Do we study it from afar or do we crack it open? You know, I feel like we would see this egg and we go, oh, it must be one of Scylla's children, so we will study it from afar. We won't break it open. Even though I'm sure there's probably good bonus
We grow ever
from breaking
stronger.
it open. Our construction ship is currently awaiting orders. Which way to go? Oh, another archaeological site. I mean, I would build another construction ship, but influence is kind of a factor at the moment. I'm not getting a lot. We're past the 30-minute mark, so we're probably going to call it here for now.
Intellectual booty.
Just look at this tech quickly. We're going to go the food tech. I normally wait on this because food's normally not a problem, but because of Scylla being on the Great Reef, snacking, we're losing a lot of food. So we do that. Okay. Where was I? Oh yes, this is where we're calling the episode. This episode. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, check in for the next one, where we're still just doing the early game expansion, exploration, colonization stages of everything. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, have a good time. See ya.